The power of a gambling addiction to destroy lives is the central message of a new hard-hitting education programme, which is about to be introduced in some schools. The programme is the first of its kind, designed by people who have experienced the addiction and bereaved families who've lost loved ones through suicide as a result. It is independent of betting companies. Catherine Morrison has more.
Lewis Keogh knew the risks around smoking, drinking and drugs. He didn't know just how dangerous gambling could be, and it killed him.
It's a long time since the 1st of November 2013, when we got the news out of the blue of our son's death as a result of suicide in Leeds, and we found out after investigation that he took his life because he couldn't bear to live anymore because of his gambling addiction. So it's a long journey since that.
And today at Stormont, Lewis's parents took another big step along the way. The launch of an education programme for teenagers, highlighting the dangers of gambling. It's Lewis's legacy.
We can't allow this to happen to anyone else, and we can't just forget about how he died and why he died. And we need to pass this on to other people.
I think I was instantly addicted.
This hard-hitting film has been made in conjunction with those who have lived through a gambling addiction. It'll form part of the school's programme, which is aimed at 14 to 16-year-olds.
I think it's important to get into to work with young people at that age because they're impressionable. They're beginning to try things out. There's obviously peer pressure. So I think it's important that we get in at that stage.
Dundonald High School in Belfast will be the first school to take part.
Gambling is so accessible to young people through their phones, and it's definitely one of the addictions that I personally think is overlooked.
Those behind this initiative say it's not just about education, it's about regulation and legislation. Northern Ireland's gambling laws haven't been updated since 1985, until now. Yesterday, the gambling bill passed its second stage at the Assembly. Those at today's events will be watching closely, particularly its plans for online gambling, including this Sinn Féin MLA who has spoken in the past about his struggles with gambling addiction.
From my own experience, I very rarely ventured into land-based bookie shops or gambling establishments. All my gambling was done at home, online on a laptop, on an iPad, or unfortunately now your iPhone. So people are never too far away from an access or an opportunity to gamble.
Around 20 schools have already signed up to the programme, which is due to begin within weeks. Catherine Morrison, BBC Newsline.